Hey Leos, welcome to my channel. This is Lotus Magic, and tonight I'm bringing you your May 2019 Oracle Guidance message. I'm going to go ahead and get straight to the reading because I don't want to make these videos too long, but I will say that I apologize if you've been looking for your readings for the I think last month is I missed, or no, 2 months. Um, but I am moving towards um, a more intuitive approach to delivering messages instead of a time-based, methodical, dutiful approach, which is every month putting out a reading. Because I feel like sometimes we overconsume ourselves with readings without focusing on doing the real work. And so, for those that resonate with my readings, I want to give you time to hear a message, do the work, do some fine tuning, and then come back and check in and see, where you are. So there may be times where they're monthly, there may be times where it's not as frequent, um, but I'm definitely going to rely on divine um, guidance on when to put out messages and readings. And also, it allows me to keep my energy intact because um, it does take a lot of energy to do these readings. And so I always want to make sure that I'm taking care of myself while being available to help others. So I'm going to go ahead and get started into the reading. Your oracle guidance message for the month of May comes from the Angel of Manifestation, and it says, your efforts, determination, and perseverance have paid off. So, for many Leos in the collective, you've been really working on manifesting some sort of dream, goal, or aspiration, and the universe is recognizing your efforts, your determination, and perseverance, and it's finally starting to pay off. Now, even if you haven't manifested anything in the physical, like money or a new job, or just manifested in the physical, the manifestation could be something as simple as manifesting the confidence to pursue what it is that you want to do, because that definitely, anything that you pursue, especially if it's new to you, takes a lot of confidence to do. And so, if in the past you've been having trouble with manifesting it, a lot of it had to do with um, your unwavering, your wavering confidence. One minute you're sure, the next minute you're not. You know what to do, then you don't know what to do. So when we're wavering in our faith, our confidence, and decisions and things like that, the universe does the same thing. It doesn't really know how to help you manifest, or it's not able to create opportunities for you because it's only going to attract to you what you're vibrating. So if you're vibrating uncertainty and lack of confidence and things like that, it's not going to bring you the opportunities you need to pursue your goals and aspirations. So good job, you're on the right track. But it's also saying, and I must say this, um, this is like reminding me of like those video games that you play at arcades, where you put in your coins and then you start to drive the track, and the only way you're going to be able to get to keep going in the game is if you meet those checkpoints, and every time you meet a checkpoint it gives you more time. That's the energy I'm picking up from this card. It's like it's not saying, like I said, you haven't fully manifested what you wanted, but you've hit a checkpoint in the journey of manifestation that's giving you more time, more energy, and maybe even some sort of a small blessing to help keep you going. And that's kind of the best analogy I can come up with this energy. You haven't fully manifested it, but um, you reached a point where the universe has either sent you some small blessing, or has just You've reached the confidence. So now that you have the confidence, the universe is saying checkpoint here. Now here is the next step. Here you need to keep going. Where you need to focus your energy for May is on healing. Okay, so it kind of comes back to this. There's still some work to do um, in terms of healing and things like that, especially with your third eye, so that you can continue to trust your intuition and tapping into your intuition to continue to get that divine guidance on what to do, how to do it, where to go, and all that stuff. But this also um, is the energy of someone who may be considering getting into some sort of a healing arts practice, um, maybe signing up for some sort of school for healing arts, whether it's Reiki, something, it could be on the spiritual level, like Reiki, um, acupuncture, um, things like that, massage therapy, nursing. On the on the medical side, it could be nursing, it could be uh, physical therapy, things like that. Things, some sort of a healing kind of skill that works with the body. So if you've been trying to get the confidence to go back to school, to do something of that nature, May is going to be a good time for you to start to consider taking action and doing that and looking into that and pursuing that. Perhaps you just needed the confidence to commit to some sort of schooling, to do it. Well, May is a good time to start, but it definitely is. And perhaps you're going to be able to do some healing within yourself by helping others heal. I know that definitely is something that I gain from helping others in the mode of my healing arts. Um, so healing others is definitely a great way to continue to heal yourself, because it does help boost your confidence when you see how, the love and energy that you can give to other people to help make them better. There's a lot of intrinsic rewards that we get from that. Yes, you can make money, but the feeling that you get when you know that you've impacted someone's life and help make them better definitely is motivating and inspiring to help heal your life. You also need to focus on patience. Okay, so um, you're on the right track for manifestation. It's time for you to take another step past your checkpoint, but you also need to remember to be patient. Okay, you are not in a race. You need to make sure that you're not making this journey about um, competition, or just feeling like you need to, sometimes when we feel like we aren't where we're supposed to be, we put heavy time constraints on how fast we need to manifest. But when we do that, it causes us to make hasty decisions, and it causes us to make a lot of mistakes. So you definitely need to take your time in this manifestation process so that you can um, so that you can make good decisions and really take time to plan and reflect as necessary. So I always say, and we live in a culture now where people tend to, okay, so we live in this um, get money, get money, get money, be busy, chase the bag. So we live in this culture now where people feel like the measure of success, or the measure of how successful you're going to be, is how busy you are. We live in this culture where everybody thinks that being busy is a sign of a person who works hard, is a sign of a person who's going to be successful. And that's absolutely not true, because what busy people do, they move in haste, okay? And they make quick decisions that they didn't take the time to sit down and process with their intuition, and they don't tap into spirit, and they make a lot of mistakes. Okay? Not to say that money's not important. I'm just saying that if you have to take time to rest and reflect on the things that you're doing. A big part of the manifestation process is your thoughts. So if you're constantly busy, you're constantly moving, chasing, I don't even, which is to me a terrible philosophy, chasing the bag and doing all that, when do you ever have time to actually think about and visualize what you're trying to manifest? Okay, because it's not quick thoughts here and there that's going to help you manifest. It's during those times still of stillness, when your mind is at peace, calm, and you're just reflecting and visualizing what you want to do. That is how you're really manifesting what you want. It's really not all about being busy all the time, because sometimes people can be busy all day and still get nothing done. You know, how many times have you been busy all day cleaning your house, and then you look around and you're like, it really doesn't look like I did anything. You've been busy all day. You've been doing something all day, but you still haven't been able to complete it. So what's the point in being busy if if it's going to create poor execution, and it's going to actually create more work? Now you're too tired to really even do it the right way because you've just been moving about all day, being busy. So be mindful that rest, relaxation, and thinking is part of the manifestation process. That's really something I had to learn, because I too used to think that being busy meant that I was being productive and successful and things. But um, when the universe created the opportunity for me to like stop in my tracks and forced me to really like pump my brakes, I think I've been the most productive in terms of really being able to gain the knowledge that I need to figure out exactly what I wanted to do when I wasn't busy, when I didn't have a lot to do, you know? Um, so taking time for rest and relaxation is necessary. Um, Writing down your manifestations, writing down your goals, writing down your plans. You know, it can't um all be in quick thought, because you got so much going on in your mind, you're making hasty decisions. Well, write things down. Take that time to slow down, write things down. Take Because that helps you think and process things. And that's what you need to do. So work on patience as you're creating and manifesting. If what you're doing requires some level of schooling, you're going to need to be patient, while you're going through that. What you're trying to manifest isn't overnight. So you're just going to have to be patient and um, do what's necessary to prepare yourself to have to bring your goals and aspirations into fruition. Your chakra wisdom card comes from um, your chakra wisdom for the month of May is the insecurity card. And this is the story of a person who is an inventor. And his name is Bob. Bob is an inventor, and he starts many inventions, but he never finishes. Okay, he always gives up because in his mind, at some point, he starts to tell himself that um, the inventions he's creating are useless. Okay, so finally one day he finishes and he's happy that he finishes, but then the devil comes and um, starts to taunt him. Okay, so what the devil is taunting him about is his greatest fears. Okay, so the devil isn't an outside entity. Okay, let's get that clear. The devil is your lower vibrations. So what this is saying is you have to get over this negative self-talk, especially when you're starting to make progress. Okay, every time you make a little progress, you buy into your fears. Okay, fear kicks in and then you buy into that and then you don't finish. And even when you do finish, you still buy into your fear. Well, this time, because you finish and the devil appears, you begin to realize the difference between what is real and what is imagined. So you really need to work on that. What part of your self-talk is real and what part of it is just your devil um, inventing fears? Okay, we do have real fears, but then there are some fears that come about because of our ego, and our ego tells us to have all these self-defeating programs. Okay, so life, understand that your life will take a turn when you face your demons. Okay, stay on course and trust that an ally will appear. What you need to ask yourself is, do I listen to my fear and how can I tap into my courage? Okay? Because and I'm going to tell you that tapping into your courage has a lot to do with love, because the opposite of fear is not hate, it is love. Loving yourself enough to know that you are worthy of what you're trying to manifest. You are capable of what you're trying to manifest, and there's no reason to be insecure about what you're trying to manifest. So you need to fight those inner demons that are constantly telling you that you can't do it. I'm not smart enough. I'm not good enough. I don't have enough. No one's going to care. What am I going to do? All those self-defeating programs. It's time to let those go and be courageous, but being courageous has a lot to do with love. So really working on your root chakra as well as your heart chakra, okay, so that you can manifest, because your heart chakra is your center for giving and receiving. So if there is fear, if fear is plaguing you, then your heart is not open to the abundance, um, and you're not going to be able to receive nor manifest your true desires. Okay, Leo, what's blocking you? Here we have the Five of Swords. So the swords is a mental energy. So what's blocking you right now is mental conflict. Okay, that's what I'm getting from this. Mental conflict. And though we have other people in the picture here, I really don't feel like it's with other people in this particular reading. I feel like it's your ego. Okay? Um you're really conflicted with your ego, and it's creating this mental conflict here, this insecurity, this fear, this doubt. All of that is what you're in conflict with right now, and you need to really get a hold of that through emotional stability and self-love. And so once you remove this block of mental conflict, you are really going to be able to step into your power, and manifestation is going to happen a lot faster. So there's no one on the outside that's really blocking you. It's really just you. Like, you have to get out of feeling like you can't do it, and letting the devil, letting your devil, I don't like to say the devil because that denotes something outside of you, but letting your devil take over and bring you down. So, mental conflict is definitely your biggest issue right now. And you need to, this is why slowing down and patience, rest, relaxation will definitely help with this, because you'll be able to tap into spiritual guidance a lot easier if you're not so busy. Okay, remember, it's not a busy body also keeps a foggy mind to me. Okay, just constantly being busy. You're not taking time to think about things, and you're not taking time to tap into divine guidance. And I think that's just what you're lacking, is that divine guidance right now. Your third eye, your intuition, your higher self helping you out. Your crystal healing insight message comes from Aquamarine, and this is a hope crystal. So it's time to release self defeating programs. Listen to your inner guidance, but be objective. Accept what's on offer. Watch out for idle gossip. Tie up loose ends before moving on. Remain emotionally detached. Avoid procrastination. Stay positive and remember your family. There's no reason to lose hope in your heart, since well being is a state of mind. So, perhaps you've just been feeling hopeless, like I'm never going to be able to manifest this, but you've been working on it. And you just still need to work on healing that part of you that's really self defeating. Of anything that I just read and said in that message, that releasing self defeating programs has to be the most important, and tapping into your intuition. Okay? It's really time for you to rely on your higher guidance, which comes when you find some peace and time to be still and connect with spirit. Okay, you also got the Anandalite crystal, and this is a consciousness crystal. You have the potential to live in a completely different dimension of consciousness. Recognize that you previously operated with a narrow band of awareness. Attune to flashes of divine light within your soul, and embrace unity. So, definitely, again, like you're really being urged to tap into your intuition and your consciousness. Consciousness just really means awareness, being aware of yourself a little bit more. And I think that is when you become more aware of yourself again through this. At some point, Bob became aware that um, he was able to distinguish between what his real fears were and what his ego was telling him, and he was able to dis- to get rid of that insecurity and fear by gaining control over his mental conflict, because that's really all it is mental conflict. Transform your goals and seek a new direction. You have exceptionally clear sight right now. Do not despair. When you transform your awareness, you experience a quantum shift. So, again, awareness, consciousness, your mind. When you shift your mind, you will shift your awareness. You will shift your reality. You will shift your outcomes. You will shift the way things are manifesting. So, again, if you have um, been debating and going back and forth between signing up for school, pursuing a new direction in a career, um, it's time to do it. And you're being guided to take that direction and go with your intuition when you're doing it, but be patient. Okay? It's going to take time to manifest. Remember, peace, be still. People do not find peace in being a busybody. This is busybodies is the devil's playground. You know why? Because you're not in tune to yourself. Your immune system is lower. Your connectedness to yourself is lower. And this is when your devil's able to creep in and start with all that drama and create the mental conflict. Okay? The devil loves a confused mind. Uh, your devil loves a confused mind. Okay? Chaos. Okay? So, tapping into your sacral chakra, patience, being still, and connecting to spirit will drive out those lower frequencies. All right, Leo. I hope this helped. Remember, this is a general reading. Um, so if it resonates, um, I hope that it offers some help and some healing. Until next time, love and light.